Hey YouTube, Mama D here. I want to talk about, since we are in the end of days, countdown, I want to talk about seducing spirits. Some people call it manipulation, Jezebel Spirit, and I'm sure there's other references to this that I haven't thought about right now. But this has recently come about since the death of my father. And I don't know if some of you recall my mentioning how my older sister was driving me crazy. Well, this is what has inspired me to discuss this topic right now, because it has continued and finally came to a full circle, and I've cut the cord because I recognize the spirit for what it is. Now, when someone possesses this spirit of manipulation, it's a demonic spirit, guys. This kind of spirit is not from God. There are many times when people have this they see themselves as this, I call it megalomania, but it's a spirit where you think that you're so anointed, so powerful, and you can get anybody to do what you want. This is a Jezebel spirit. This is a demonic spirit. And when you're around people like this, you need to walk on eggshells until you cut the cord from them completely, which is what I recommend to do. And they're not going to be alone. They're going to find someone else who is just like them, or someone who will come under their spell, like they envision themselves that they're so powerful that they can manipulate anyone they want any way they can. Now, these people truly believe in their own minds. Excuse me. People believe in their own minds that they do have this power. And pastors do it all the time. When they need extra money for their lifestyle expenses, no, it's not for the church. They collect money for the church expenses. The rest of it is, what do you call it? Free all, free hands, free all, whatever they want to do with it. But yes, I've seen it. So don't say I'm making it up. I have seen it. I used to work for a rabbi as well many years ago. I saw it from behind the scenes. That's how it's done. Now, people will put on the pity party routine and tell you, how it's for this and it's for that, and they have no one else to help them. And ministries will say, if you want this done, if we need to do this or do that, well, you gotta give. You gotta do it so you can be blessed and blah, blah. In the secular world, they say, well, I don't have anybody to help me. If I only had this, or if I had this amount of money, or, I don't know anyone who can help me. These are spirits that try to manipulate and control people to do their will, their desires. Now, case in point, everybody was moving once my dad died. We had to clear out the house and everything. And everyone was going their own way. Everyone had things to do, moving around and everything. And everyone had money to either call a moving truck, rent a truck, whatever it was, to move out of my dad's house. So, except my sister. And she had the money, but she didn't want to spend the money. Not her money. She wanted other people to spend their money or use their resources on their dime to accomplish her will, her needs. She didn't want to spend the money to get a moving truck. She didn't want to hire people to help her move. She wanted the family to do it for her. And this is just an example. I'm not picking on my sister, That's water under the bridge now, but I'm using these things as an example because many of you may have family members that try to pull off the Jezebel Spirit syndrome on you. Many of you fall for it. Many of you will succumb to the spell that that particular person has over you with their lies and deception. So you forgive these people, but you detach yourself from them. There's something, I can't think of it right now. There's something in Genesis where, I don't know chapter verse, but I know it's there, where Abram and his nephew were partnered together, and the tribes kept arguing and fighting among each other, and they couldn't live together on the same piece of land when God told Abram to go out, go away from his kinsmen and everything, go out on his own because he had a promise for him, and which was all the land. And his nephew went with him, and they were always fighting. And so the guy said to him, "Hey, you know, our people are always fighting. We can't get along. We're gonna move on and go our way." And Abram asked him which way was he gonna go, and so he told him he was headed for Sodom at that time. So they took off. They went to Sodom. They went their own way, and he thought it was the better choice because it was already a city. It was complete. It was green, and it was what's the word? Successful, already in progress, a man-made city already. And Abram decided to go the other way, which was undeveloped. It wasn't green pastures or anything like that, but God still blessed him. So it isn't always that the prettier package is the most I can't find the word. I'm just not thinking today. But the prettiest package doesn't have the best contents, let's put it that way. You can get a very pretty package presented to you, and it has nothing but manure on the inside, which is what happens when a lot of these people with the seducing spirit, the Jezebel spirit, they're handsome people, attractive people, people that will use their looks, their wealth, their position, their power to get you to do what they want. Now, many of you know, if you've been with me for a while on this channel, that Bishop Eddie Long, I am not a fan of a child molester pastor, okay? And it's hard for a leopard to change his spots that has been a pedophile in the past, and I do not believe that he has changed his ways. Yet this man has his congregation under such a spell that they continue to allow this man to be his pastor, to be their pastor. They continue to give him an abundance, incredible, ridiculous amount of money to this man because they believe that they're going to be blessed by supporting this pedophile who continues to pastor a church. Now, I'm still dumbfounded that no charges were brought against this man by the state of Georgia, and he continues to pastor a church. And people continue to hold this man in idol worship status. And he continues to live on his life after destroying the lives of 13 young men. That the amount is the only amount that I know of. There could be more. But this is an excellent example of someone with the Jezebel spirit, with the spirit of seduction and manipulation over the congregation and other people. He gets them to do what he wants. He manipulates them with emotion, with words, and storytelling. So, like with the example of my sister, no one could help her because everyone was, in the same boat. Everyone was doing the same thing. So she ended up finding someone to help her move and did pay for a truck and did pay the person, which is what she should have done in the first place. But instead she went into all this drama, all this emotion, causing havoc to everyone else in the family uh, because she wanted things done her way. And a recent incident 2 days ago was the straw that broke the camel's back for me, and between her and me, and and you have to make the decision. You have family members that try you and do things to you that if anyone else did it to you, you will tell them, hit the door, man, hit the door and don't look back. We're done. We're finished. Well, we tend to bring sickness and illness on ourselves because we're supposed to be walking like Christ. We're supposed to be loving one another and loving people as Jesus loves us. Well, you guys, let me tell you something. Free yourself from this bondage. This is not the type of behavior that the Lord was talking about in the Bible. These are seducing demonic spirits. And when these type of spirits are around, you need to distance yourself from them. And I did a video a while back. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was something like hit the road, Jack. Forgive, but hit the road, Jack. And this is what you need to do with these type of people, whether they're friends, relatives, employers. Don't be afraid to go out and look for another job. Don't be afraid that you're not going to find anything else if it is an employer or if it is a church. If you're treated bad, they know they're treating you bad. It's a spirit. It's an elusive spirit of power in their own mind that they're God, that they're king of the hill, and they may be in that position only. But remember, when someone has a particular job or they're doing a particular job, that job doesn't identify the type of person that they are. It doesn't identify the type of person that you are. I'm a bus driver, but I, not bragging, but I feel that I'm an extremely intelligent person. I am a Christian. I believe in God. I walk in God, in God's commands to the best of my ability. But if I should get angry when someone crosses me, like this demonic type of person that we're talking about, that doesn't mean I'm not a Christian. It doesn't mean that I don't love God. You do get angry. You do get upset. You do want to kill someone now and then, metaphorically speaking, but you don't do it. But you feel upset like that because there are boundaries that people should not cross, and they will cross them continuously if you allow them to. If you tell them to stop, you can't talk to me that way. That's not gonna fly, and they continue to do so. You cut that cord because that person wants to keep you down. Most likely, these are people that are down, self-esteem. I'm not talking about money now. I'm talking about lifestyle, self-esteem, their place in life where they are right now. Whatever struggles they're going through, they want you to share and wallow in it with them. If they're down on their luck, they want you to be down there with them. They will continually insult you. They will praise you and then say but and add their little insult to it. My former pastor used to give a really good, I don't remember the message now, it's been so long, but he did a really good message on how, people people compliment you and say things and everything like that, and then they say, but, so he used to say that all the praise that they gave you before they said but goes out the window when they add everything that comes after but, such as, I really love you, I think you're a great guy, but I don't think you're the marrying type for me. I don't think we could make it together. Okay, that guy's not going to remember anything I said about him being a good guy and on and on. All he's going to remember is, you're not the guy for me. So this is what I'm talking about. Beware of flattering lips. That's somewhere in the Bible. I don't know chapter and verse and all that stuff, but I know it's in the Bible. You can Google it. It'll come up. But you do need to beware of flattering lips. You just need to be very careful on the people you hang around with. People are going to try to talk you out of your salvation. People are going. This is the point of my whole video. I know I should have said it in the beginning, but we're just getting to it. So people are going to try to steer you away from your salvation, to accept the RFID chip because it's coming into being more and more. They're perfecting the procedure to get this done, and we know once you accept the chip, you are a child of the devil, and you cannot take it back. You can't take the chip out. And people are going to tell you, loved ones, so-called friends, people who say they love you, don't believe in the Bible, don't believe that Jesus is Lord. They're going to try to talk you into taking the chip, such as, you can't work, you can't eat, how are you going to take care of your family, how are you going to do this, how are you going to support yourself, and on and on. That's just one example. They're going to tell you that God isn't real. We're hearing this all over the place. God is not real. Why is there so much evil in the world? Well, hello, Satan's in the world. Get a clue. But they're going to tell you that all the evil in the world is because God does not exist. And we know that that is simply not true. So you have to discern for yourself. You have to be in the Word. The Word has to be in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit, and in your soul. If you don't have the Word in you, you are not going to know what is truth and what is a lie. You are not going to be able to protect yourself from that Jezebel spirit, from the manipulating spirit, when people are trying to sway you away from your faith in these end times. I feel that this is very important because more and more, and I have never been known to be politically correct, and I'm not going to start now because it would be a lie. I am sick and tired of hearing people come out saying that they're gay. I have family members who are gay, and I love them because they're my family members, but I do not support the lifestyle, and I'm not going to pretend that I do. Now, all this stuff right now that's going on with this, excuse me, sports player that recently came out, he's gay, and now he's on all the TV channels and everything. My niece is married to this very political person who thinks he's a political person, but he's really not. He's a wannabe. But he came out on his Facebook page saying how great it was that the man came out and said he was gay and all this garbage. And I responded with, why doesn't he just go, why do people always, you know, give kudos and praise those people that come out and say that they're gay, openly gay? Why does a gay person have to come out